Howdy YouTube, and welcome to another episode of the Gunman Raw. What am I doing up in this corner? I don't know. Sometimes I ask myself the same question. We're gonna start the video with a bit of a laugh. No, I started painting this job and then I'm like, oh, I need a photo of the base coat stage. So I took my photos for the thumbnail for the previous video. Yeah, this job here, full respray, Nissan Patrol. QAB is the paint code. So it's the other one, it's the more yellow variant on these Patrols. I personally prefer the other one, but you know. Yeah, so the gun I'm using is the ANI Skull. Love this gun, it's an absolute beast of a thing. Pumps the clear on, so this is a 1.2 clear. 2.8 bar on the first coat. I'm going to drop that down on the second coat. The clear that I'm using is the LVC 131 clear coat with the 254 hardener, which is a standard hardener. Not the slow, not the fast. The weather is actually cooling down a little bit. Ambient temperature was probably about 20 degrees, so yeah, well, the temperature of the clear was 20 degrees anyway, so yeah. I did actually warm that clear up, put it in the microwave, heat it up. That worked a treat. As you probably noticed, I'm using the starter pot because I've had enough of those bloody 3Ms with their messy outer casings. Get that first coat on nice and skinny. Not too much. I mean, you still want to get a nice amount on, but I don't want it. I'm trying to like minimize the orange peel by increasing that pressure. And then the second coat, I will lower that pressure a bit, just to pound it on, just to give us a bit of film build, right? So there's a bit of a method to my madness. So you watch, guys. We'll probably use one pot on the entire first coat, and then we'll probably use one pot just for one side on the second coat, just to highlight the different ways of spraying. Yeah, like I don't paint the first and second coat the same. I tell you what, man, I'm very grateful for this air-fed respirator because, man, the clear sort of hangs around a fair bit. I actually put my hood on this time. That's probably a good habit that I should get into, wearing my hood. This is another little 1%er, the positioning of these doors. I used to struggle because we've just got enough room to get in there, but I found if you put the doors back, you can squeeze in there heaps better, but you can also paint the edges better. So like I say in one of my previous videos, like, I know it's only a little 1%er, but they add up. It allows you to get better edges, and you know, a little 1%er here and a 1%er there, man. Next thing you know, you've made 5%, 10%, you're 20% better painter, you know? Very satisfying spray gun to use, I tell you what. Very, very satisfying spray gun to use. Something about, like, it's a strong gun. It's a strong gun. Got a nice strong sound on it. I like the digital gauge. I like the fact that it's got temperature on it. Even though I don't think you need temperature on a spray gun, it's kind of cool to have. And I think they were the first one to do it. They did it before soda anyway. So I mixed up 2 litres. I might end up needing a little bit more. How much is left there? So that's about 500 mils left. We should know if we're going to need more by the time we've done the second coat on one side, because you're going to use pretty much the same amount on the other side. So we shouldn't have to wait per se between coats. The amount of time it's taken for us to get back around is probably enough. Yeah, it's enough. And going a little bit skinnier on that first coat actually helps that flash between coats. And that's a nice sort of tight peel. But then we get that pressure down a bit, 2.1. And we're gonna, this time we just want to sort of pound it on a bit. Pound it on, baby. Smash it on. Do that edge while I'm in here. But yeah, like, I would really struggle to get that edge properly previously to realizing that I should, yeah, coming there, I already did that edge. Ugh. I told you I'm a bit tired today. And I forgot to undo that. That's my, whoa, what's going on there? Did I hit that with my hand? I must have. Pretty much bang on 2 bar for the second coat. Definitely slows it down a bit, lowering the pressure, but more paint will stay on the panel. I want it a little bit heavier. Yeah, that's it. Got the sweet spot. It feels slow after that first coat with the cranking pressure. Slow it down a bit. It's hard to see white, you don't get that reflection. So to a certain degree you're kind of flying blind, you're flying off muscle memory. Yeah, that's better. Nice, nice, nice. When you got such a good system in place, you can pull out these killer finishes even in an off on and like an off day. I'm feeling a bit, a little bit tired, a little bit more tired than usual, but you know, you've got a system in place and you kind of somewhat you're on autopilot, you know. It's like a program that you've programmed to if then. Like, if this happens, then you do that. It's like I'm an algorithm. I'm a computer. I've programmed myself. If you fuck it up, then you fix it. That's part of the program. But no, I think it's that I'm at the point with work. I quite enjoy it. I actually find it pretty simple, and I think it's cool that we do like clean work. You know, many people might look at this and say, "Oh man, you know, there's so many things that can go wrong," and that's true. But once you sort of get the hang of it, it's cleaner work than some of the other shops I've worked in. And I'd rather do this than work on torches where every tiny little egg has to be absolutely perfect and it's all pedantic crap. Like that's not my idea of a good day. Obsessing over the tiniest little bit of dust underneath the freaking sill panel, which no one's ever gonna see or care about. Okay. You do you, baby. I'm not doing that crap. I reckon we might just about have enough here. Gonna be very close. Oh no, we'll have enough. Yeah, we'll have enough. This one's looking like it's gonna come up wicked too. But like I say, it's just another one, man. Like once you got to this point, you just follow your procedure. Always, oh no, I couldn't even remember that I did open it. I told you I'm a bit off today. It's nice to get away from those dirty TPS spots though. Come on 3M, sort your shit out. Yeah, 1.2 is the way to go with this gun. If anyone out there likes what they see and they want to give this gun a shot, 1.2 clear. looking good, man. Nice tight finish. Definitely helped by that burst coat with the higher pressure. Man, that looks wicked. I'm really happy, man. These new PPG clears, game changers. And the one visit too. Makes all the difference. The gloss retention's better. It's all coming together, man. I've been through some tough times with PPG. Really, my ego actually took a hit at some point because I knew I was better. I knew I was being held back by an inferior product. I knew it. Some people are like, oh, you're just a PPG hater, blah, blah, blah. Like, no, mate. I knew what I had to work with was holding me back. And I think we've got the proof now that I was right. Let us know in the comments. Do you notice the increase in the quality of my finishes since the one visit and the new clear came out? To me, it's night and day. It's like the same finishes I was getting with standoff. Finally. You're not getting much better than that off the Gunman. You're just not. Well, I'm not anyway. Yes, this is me, a little bit exhausted on a Tuesday. Just another Tuesday. Clean that screen quickly so we can have a good look at it. Beast of a gun, I tell you what. So bang on 2 litres. That's how much we, look at that. That's like 20 or 30 mils. Nice wastage for a respray. Or lack thereof. I found a bit of fluff down here, red bit of fluff. It's hard to see until you see it, and then you can't see anything else. Hopefully it's just in the top. See that bit of fluff there? It's red. It's one of my pubes, man. No, I'm just joking. Have a look at that. Cannot complain with that, man. Nice tight finish. There's a few silicone spots. I'm gonna have to go around and dab them in. I saw one in the door and there's one here, look at that. There it is. I'm gonna have to dab that in. Like I say, man, the algorithm, if then. If we get silicone, we dab it in. There's ways to fix it. Quick look over this side and I'm done. I've had enough. I've had enough for one day. Even though it's not quite time for me to go home, I would happily go home now. Look at that, guys, that's sick. That's a very, very nice finish. I'm happy. What's not to like about that? Until next time, guys, get out there and paint some shit. Gunman out.